Hi, my name is Lauren Gilmartin, and I'm the manager of the Women Veterans Leadership Program here at the Mission Continues. I'd like to start off by congratulating you on considering this program as a way to invest in your own professional development. We hope that you will continue with the application process from here, and this video is designed to help you decide whether or not you'd like to move forward and if this program is the right fit at the right time for you. Over the next several minutes, you will hear from other members of our team as we cover three main areas. We will provide you with an overview of the Mission Continues as an organization, an overview of the Women Veterans Leadership Program, and we'll walk through next steps in the application process. At the Mission Continues, we are on a mission to empower all veterans with a desire to continue their service to do so in under-resourced communities around the country. In doing so, we are equipping these communities with the incredible leadership skills and talent that veterans already possess. We tackle our mission through two main channels, our Service Platoon Network and our Leadership Development Programs. The Mission Continues service platoons operate in over 40 cities around the country. Our platoons are volunteer, veteran-led community service groups who complete projects on a regular basis. Our platoon leadership teams, with support from the Mission Continues staff, will partner with community-based organizations to fully understand the needs of each unique community. Together, the platoons and partners will plan and execute projects to generate lasting impact in communities nationwide. To be eligible for any of our leadership development programs, you must live in one of our platoon's operating areas, which means that if you are watching this, you have a local Mission Continues service platoon. If you are not actively engaged in your platoon already, please visit missioncontinues.org/get-involved today to sign up to begin making a difference in your own community. In addition to our Service Platoon Network, we also currently offer two professional development leadership programs open exclusively to veterans. Our Service Leadership Corps is a 5-month program that equips veterans with the skills needed to be effective community-based leaders, and then ultimately join the leadership team of their local service platoon. You're watching this video because you're in the process of applying to our second leadership development program, the Women Veterans Leadership Program, or WVLP. We'll provide you with much more in-depth information on WVLP through this video, and we also encourage you to download the full program prospectus at missioncontinues.org/WVLP.
Hi, my name is Renee Foster, and I'm the program advisor here at the Mission Continues. I'm excited to provide you with more information about our program and hope that I'll have a chance to learn and grow with you as members of our next cohort. Prior to launching the first cohort of WVLP, we used to hold an annual Women's Veteran Leadership Summit. Participants would come together for 3 days for workshops, networking, skill building, and service. The summit was such a popular event that we took this model and turned it into a full-blown 5-month leadership development program. We launched our first cohort of WVLP in March of 2020, just before much of the world shut down from the pandemic. We shifted that first cohort to virtually and have since graduated our second and third cohorts in completely virtual program format. Beginning with the launch of cohort 4 in March of 2022, we are thrilled to be able to operate a hybrid version of WVLP that includes both in-person and virtual gatherings as core components of the program design. The Women's Veteran Leadership Program is a professional development program designed with 3 overarching goals in mind. Our first goal is to provide you with knowledge, mindset, skills, and resources you need that when you graduate from this program, you are proudly identifying yourself as a woman veteran leader. Second, we hope that you will graduate from the program ready and willing to raise your voice and serve as ally for other women in leadership attainment. And lastly, we hope that you'll take the knowledge, skills, and experience to make a difference in your community and contribute to our larger mission of bringing our leadership skills to communities around the country. The curriculum that you complete during this time in WVLP is designed to accomplish these goals. The coursework covers 5 main leadership focus areas that we dig into throughout the program. These leadership focus areas are understanding of self and others, effective communication, self-care and resilience, networking and mentorship, and of course, service leadership. These focus areas were established not only to provide skills for our program members to successfully combat systemic challenges women in general face in advancing in leadership, but also to overcome barriers that research shows us are unique to and common for women veterans. We believe these focus areas are especially crucial for building skills and knowledge that equip women to succeed in leadership, regardless of where you're leading, whether to be in a workplace, in the community, or in your homes.
Hello, everyone. I am a proud Navy veteran, a TMC alumna, and I'm also an advisor. Who am I? My name is Janet Newsom, and I'm so happy to also talk to you about our learning approach. At this point, you may be wondering how we tackle the goals we mentioned. WVLP is made up of both virtual and in-person programming. At the beginning, middle, and end of this 5-month program, we will have three-day full cohort conference style sessions. Attending these is mandatory to graduate from the program. Session 1 and 3 will take place in person, and our second session at the midpoint of the program will take place virtually over Zoom. We will cover all session dates and times at the end of this video. During these sessions, we cover foundational learning content through interactive workshops, hear from guest speakers and facilitators, and have an opportunity to connect and build relationships as a full group of women leaders. In between these live big sessions, you will be enrolled in new coursework regularly, generally on a weekly or bi-weekly basis through our learning management system, LearnUpon. The courses will be a combination of independent, self-paced work and assignments, as well as group meetings and group assignments. We also have a small number of live virtual trainings and workshops outside of the 3-day full cohort sessions. A huge benefit of this program is the ability to build strong relationships with diverse women veterans from around the country. At the start of the program, you will be assigned into an accountability group of 5 to 6 women. The women in your group will be your battle buddies for your time in the program. And these are the women you'll work on group assignments with. Accountability group members serve to do just that. Hold each other accountable for completing the work and sticking to goals throughout and beyond your time in WVLP. In addition to your accountability groups, you will have a dedicated program advisor to coach and advise you through the program curriculum. And of course, that will be either myself or Renee. On this slide, you'll see the basic expectations and commitments for program members to graduate from the Women Veterans Leadership Program. On average, we anticipate program members spending 3 to 5 hours per week on this program. That will sometimes be higher and sometimes lower. Please take this into consideration when applying. As mentioned, the 3 full cohort sessions are mandatory to attend for the full duration, and during those weeks, you will of course spend much more than 3 to 5 hours on the program. We recognize that reserving these days may be hard with competing commitments, but these sessions do require you to be fully present to get the most out of them and successfully complete the program. As you engage in learning in the 5 leadership focus areas, a central leadership tool of WVLP is storytelling and highlighting the importance of raising our voices as women leaders to advocate for change. Each of you will learn about a storytelling framework called public narrative that is designed to lead others to urgent action around a cause you are passionate about. At the final full cohort session, you will present your public narrative to a group of fellow cohort members. This final project will tie together all of the learning you've done and set you up to continue on your journey, leading change in an area that needs your leadership. During your time in the program, each of you will be asked to get out and serve your community alongside your Mission Continues platoon. This gives you an opportunity to meet other veteran and non-veteran volunteers in the Mission Continues network, all while making a difference in your own community. Lastly, given the nature of this program, you will need reliable access to internet and either a computer or tablet in order to complete the program work.
Participation in the Women Veterans Leadership Program is completely free for our women veterans, which includes all travel, lodging, and most meals during our in-person sessions. This is made possible by the incredible, generous support of our wonderful program funders and sponsors, who you can see up on the screen here. Each of these partners is making a direct investment in your professional development through this program. If you are continuing with the application process at this time, all you have left to do is complete 4 short answer questions. These questions help us to make selection decisions and get to know you, but it's also really an opportunity for you to think about whether or not this is the right program for you and your leadership goals. We do not want you to get stuck with overthinking these questions or spending too much time answering them. Please answer in a way that feels authentic to you and your experience. That's all we're asking for. Now, up on the screen, you'll see the program dates for our upcoming cohort 4 of WVLP. Once again, I'd like to reiterate that attendance at all 3 of these full cohort gatherings, both in-person and virtual, is mandatory for program completion. Before we kick off, you'll have 2 options to attend a virtual orientation in the evening of March 1st or March 3rd. We'll be launching the program in person in Seattle on March 18th. We will then come together for our second time as a full cohort at the midpoint of the program, Wednesday, May 11th, Thursday, May 12th, and Friday, May 13th, from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and this time will be over Zoom. Even though this is a virtual part of the program, your participation and attendance is required, so we ask that you're able to take time away from work or other responsibilities during this session too. And finally, we'll come together for our last full cohort session, which will be the in-person graduation session of WVLP, and that will take place in Washington, D.C. on July 22nd through 24th. Once again, all travel, lodging, and most meals at this session and our other in-person sessions is fully covered thanks to the generous support of our program sponsors. We have roughly 80 spots available for this cohort, and we do anticipate receiving more applications than we have available spots. So please keep in mind that this was not the last opportunity for you to apply to be a part of WVLP. If you are unsure of whether or not you can commit to the time to be a part of the program at this time, we do ask that you reconsider leaving the place available for another applicant and you come back and apply for the program in the future. You have until January 12th to submit your application, and our team will be reviewing applications on a rolling basis. However, we will not be making any selection decisions until after the application close date. So you can expect to hear a decision from us by the end of January. There is one optional virtual Q&A session on December 15th from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you have any questions and that date has not passed, please come and say hi. Otherwise, you are welcome to email us with any questions at admissions@missioncontinues.org, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. We wish you the best of luck in the rest of this application process, and we thank you so much for your interest in the Women Veterans Leadership Program. Charlie, Mike.